Okay, I just want to take a minute out of my day here. I just kind of cleaned my chainsaw carving shop. Have your fire extinguisher, people. Just to go over a few things, show you guys what I've been up to. Here's the wishing well. I got it pretty well done. I got bought some crappy cedar shakes for like 20 bucks a bundle. They're 4 grade or whatever, and I don't know if it's waterproof or not, and I really don't give a shit. This was hard to do. I should have made the cedar a lot thinner, but I didn't care. I wanted it to look old and haggard looking, right? So here's that. I made this, here's the spirits on the side. Just let me slow down here, I'll show you guys, right? Give you got the birdhouse up there. So that's that. I was gonna acetal it or spar varnish it, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna leave it raw because this kind of stuff looks better once it gets weathered, right? I also made this bucket. I think it's just a fur bowl. So this bucket's gonna hang here. I got this stick. I carved it out and just did it quickly. Just a piece of driftwood. I put this rope on here and I epoxied it in. You can see the epoxy in there, the bottom, so you don't see it because this is gonna go in front of my house, right? So I just did that so the kids won't be able to take this apart. But they live and let learn here. How am I going to get it through the hole now? So, that's stupid, Jordy. Bad word, stupid, but that's a stupid move. So I'll take this, once I finally get this home, maybe later this week or something, or next week, I'll do this, put this in, and hang the bucket off that rope there. So you guys can kind of get a visual. Oh, I don't know, whatever. Okay, yeah, I signed it. Jordy. Okay. So, I thought, I was talking with a mutual friend. I met him from BAP and I Can Carve. His name's Aaron at Whittle Bit More. He's going to be sending me a piece of English yew from a famous grave site that has Vikings buried there. Aaron, if you watch this video, he has a Instagram, a little bit more, and damn it, I forget the name of his YouTube channel. But here you go, Aaron. This is the yew wood that I got here. Hey, Bap, there you are. You just messaged me right now. I'll get back to you after this video. I asked you how you were last night. I haven't heard from you. So, but this is Pacific yew, and there's another piece of it. You can see how this. I got a piece of yew wood at home about this size, this thick, and I'm telling you, it's heavy as hell. I'll pull it out in the next couple days, maybe even today. But this is cedar driftwood, cedar I got last year, cedar telephone pole, Douglas fir, cedar. This is a piece of gumwood Pete gave me. This shit's hard as hell too. Some cedar slabs. This is, I'll show you guys the big trunk I got outside. This is eastern red cedar, also known as yew wood, but this tree's too big to be yew. But this is the same tree I got the eagle carved at home. I've showed some videos of with that wicked grain in there, and you're not going to really see the color on this back, but you see it's got trippy weird grain. Here's old telephone pole, cedar. I'm going to carve all this stuff this summer, guys. Here is just a weird piece of wood, cedar. So that's kind of my pile inside. But this slab here, the outside, I'm just going to do crazy wood spirits and skulls all on the outside of this whole piece. You see? I don't know what to carve in here. Anybody got any ideas? It kind of looks like an arm, like an elbow right there. But whatever. But I'll be carving this one this summer. I'll be carving all this summer. And guys, never ever forget, this is when I very first got my chainsaw to carve, and I wanted to carve a bear. Okay? This is why I don't carve bears, guys. I'm sure I could carve one now, but this is my very first attempt at chainsaw carving. I didn't even really know how to carve wood spirits back then. But yeah, so this guy's famous. I've kept him. He is the wolf, rabbit, raccoon, squirrel, pig, sea lion, seal, otter, goat, cat, dog. Yeah, he's everything. So multi-talented to do something like this, guys, because look how many animals I got mixed into one shape. But yeah, so I don't even know if I signed this guy. No, that's when, see, sign your pieces, people. I better sign it. So yeah, this guy's famous in my world. He's famous to me anyways, so I've kept them. That's what I said, guys. Keep your first carvings because you'll see your progress, right? But now you all know why I don't carve bears. Did I say coyote? Okay, so I'm going to set up my tripod in a second here, and another subscriber, sorry I forgot your name, you wanted me to show you this Rockwell jawhorse, how it works, okay? These legs fold down, so this folds up. I'm not going to do that because it's a little bit heavy, but I'll set up the tripod, and you can see you got your unlock switch here and lock, okay? This is kind of broken a bit, it doesn't, but I'll show you. There's my compressor. Pete helped me get going. Pete got this big mechanical wire thing for the air hose. Gotta have your stereo, people. This is what I crank when when I'm carving. Crank her up. This old eagle that me and Pete put the wings on here. I gotta get this done this summer too. See, it's all gonna be carving down here. This is first growth cedar, guys. Super old. But I didn't know enough. Pete suggested that I block it in there, but I didn't know enough at the time, and I didn't have this thick enough to do it, like the eagle chest. But so it's screwed in the back, so it's going to be like you're going to have to look at the piece face forward. Pete suggested that they do it the way the natives do, but I didn't think this was thick enough to support that way, because I'm unexperienced at doing that. What's that? Carving a rectangle and carving a small thing here and sliding it in, then pinning it. This is just screwed in the back. But I think I'm gonna have to take those wings off again to carve them. But yeah, this is gonna be cool when it's done, if it turns out. Dust masks. Okay, so let's go outside here. Okay, this is a piece of oak I carved. I don't know if you can see it. This is just, I don't like the spirit that well, but it's oak, and I carved this yesterday in like an hour, but I didn't enjoy carving that oak. My buddy Stu brought me. It's wet. I didn't enjoy carving it. It was fuzzy as hell, and it wasn't hard, but I couldn't do any detail on it because it was too fuzzy. So, but you can kind of see that. This is old spirit that's going in the spirit trails. If you guys want to look up my videos, you'll see where there's a place in Ladner where I donate some carvings, and there's carvings all across these trails, like big things like this. That's for the spirit trails. This might go on the spirit trails. They said they don't want anything with paint in there, so I might have to kind of paint that black. But see, rotations. So I carved a tree coming out of the old tree. This is cedar. That's Douglas fir. Here's an old thing I found. I was going to make a sign for it and hang it off there for the spirit trails. That's cedar. Okay, so here we go. Here's what I got outside here. Okay, all this here, first old growth cedar. Old growth means it's just really old. Cedar means it's really old, and that's when it starts going that dark red color. Okay, that's what old means. First growth means, well, it's first growth. It's been around for 20 billion years. This log my buddy Sean got from me, this one, and this one came from Vancouver Island. It was in a fire like 70 years ago. It was a dead standing tree from a fire. You can see I carved a big skull thing out of this same wood, but it's all charred. So, and it was a dirty job carving that skull thing. I did a video on it, but before I carve this stuff this year, I'm going to pressure wash all this off, because it's just too much work and too dirty to try and clean it first. This, I mean, I got gifted this piece from a friend here in Ladner. This is an old dock. So the water in the Fraser River, okay, this is would hold the dock up. The water preserved this wood, okay? So this is like, you guys can see the size of it from my foot. See the size of these? But this is old cedar too. But it's got some rot in the center there. Okay, so I'll be carving this Here's another piece of that oak that my buddy Stu gave me. I don't know, I'll just leave this around for a couple years, let it dry out a bit more. I didn't enjoy carving it. This is a big stump of Douglas fir. Me and my friend Jen got out of the ocean. Yeah, it was floating away. Jen, it was in the winter storm, it was floating away. Jen went in and got it. She fell in the water. It was hilarious. But yeah, this is a old Douglas fir stump. But I wanted to make a coffee table out of this. Like, not a coffee table, but just like a summer table with like bar stools. But it's just too much work. So this year, pretty soon, I've been chomping at the bit to get to it, but I'm just going to carve some wood spirits in here. And I don't know, somebody can take it for their yard or whatever. This is my gem piece, guys. We don't have, let me just get rid of this wood here. We don't have eastern red cedar here in British Columbia, okay? But this is that log I was showing you guys. I got the outside of it. This is eastern red cedar, and this is the same tree that I got the eagle from. Like, I've showed on my live feeds, I got an eagle with some wicked grain in it. Like, it's got tons of quilting, and you can see the quilting in here. Tons of different shapes and colors inside this wood. This, and it doesn't grow in British Columbia. There is a few trees on Vancouver Island, and I bought a 15-foot log from a gentleman on Vancouver Island for I think $150. And this is what I got left. This is how you can tell it's cedar, guys. Look at the bark. It's stringy. Right? See that cedar? But inside here is going to be all crazy. It's not like Marc DeBlanc's making that Lady Wood spirit. It's not like that kind of color. It's all different. Same kind of color, but different. It's all split up into, the colors go within the grains, like red, white, red, white, red, white. So this is going to be a real special carving for me. I might even carve a big eagle here too, and make it on rocks and stuff. I'm not too sure. I just don't know, like, you know, that's when you guys have that special piece of wood, save it, you know, like, till you're ready to do something with it. But yeah, so like, you can see all the chars on this. Yeah, super old growth. The grain in this wood is so tight, you probably can't even see it. Those are chainsaw marks, but you probably won't even be able to see the grain in this wood. It's so old. This one too. This is like, what, 10 feet high. So I'm thinking about carving a Sasquatch out of this one. But I don't know about that rot. That rot in there, see, it goes all the way through. So I just don't know. Big Sasquatch. Yeah, so these logs are like 8 to 10 feet tall. Okay, so I'm gonna set up the tripod and show. Sorry, I forget your name, man. They asked me to show this Rockwell jawhorse thing, how it works. Okay, if it works. Okay, so this is the jawhorse. This is your foot switch here. Okay, so like I said, mine's not really working that well. It's not really locking sometimes. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to look at it. Okay, but here's a stick that I'll use, and I'll show you guys. I'll show you how this works. It's a great vise. Just the only thing I don't like chainsaw carving with it is that I'm so sloppy. I hit the metal sometimes. You guys can see it. I hit it here with my chainsaw. So it's got these rubber pads inside here. So this, when it's on unlock, okay, this thing, you can move it in and out, and then when you lock it, you push this down and it will lock it. So see, it should, if there's wood in there, you can't slide it in and out. Okay, so then you put it on unlock, you hit the pedal and it releases it. Okay, so I'll put it in the tripod holder and show you guys, or show the one sub. It's a real handy vise to have for carving too. You know, there was a guy made a video, he cut the legs down farther so you can sit and carve, right? So like, let's give you an example here. Okay, let's get this. Okay, I got the famous Geordie kind of creature. Okay, so I don't know. Let me make sure it's in frame here. Okay, so it's on unlock right now. Okay, so this goes in and out. So we'll put the creature in here. You pull this in. Okay, you tighten it with this bottom pedal. I gotta make sure you guys can see. Okay, so you tighten it up. It's still on unlock. Okay, I've brought this back close, tight to it. Now I'm gonna hit this bottom pedal, tighten it up. This thing, I can't move it. Then you lock it. Okay, boom, it's locked in. Not that good, but I can make it better. I can make it tighter. Okay, now it's locked in. Now to undo it, you just hit unlock, you lift it up, you hit the pedal, it's unlocked. Okay, so say if you guys want to work on carving a stick at home, here's just a 2x4, some screws in it. You can lock it, it's unlocked, hit the lock button, hit your foot pedal, lock it up. There, it's in. You hit the unlock pedal, lift it up, hit unlock, hit your foot pedal, it's unlocked. Okay, like watch. Let's do this weird stick. Okay, put it in, this back's loose, push it tight towards the wood, push it in, hit lock. See, so that's why sometimes it's not locking for me, but you get my point. Hit unlock, done. That's how that works. That's how it works. All right, gotta go. See ya. I guess I'll show you quickly how these legs fold up. Okay, so this one's already stored and folding. This tightens up. Okay, so you can tighten this so it just stays that way, but I'm going to loosen it. Put this over. Okay, this locking thing, just got a thing here. You push it in, you pull it up, you fold it down, then you fold this over. Okay, see that? Sorry guys, I'm doing this with one hand. So there's that. Then you got these legs. There's a pin here. Just lift it up. Okay, so the pin here, see it? Lift it up and fold it over. There you go. Now you can take the sucker anywhere you want to go. It folds up better, but I'm doing this one hand. So there you go. Okay, and that back sleeve thing that goes up and down pulls right off if you want to make it lighter to carry it. Okay, boom, there you go. There's your compact thing. Hope everybody's good. Here's a big shout out for my buddy Bap in Belfast, Ireland. I know they're in lockdown big time there. He's you know, he's doing what he has to do. I heard he's working with a friend to make a couple extra bucks. But tell the family I say hi, Bap, and love you all. Love all you guys, and hope you're all doing well. What do you think, Bap? It's gonna go in front of my house.